Hello my dear students, myself Mahesh B. Koot. I welcome you to my channel Colorful Chemistry and Meaningful Mathematics. You all know already we have started the differentiability series. So in that we have reached the peak of second order derivative. So in the last video we have discussed regarding the exercise 5.7 up to problem number 11. Now in this video we are going to discuss the continue part of that one, nothing but question number 12 to question number 17. Okay, let us start from question number 12. Before going to that, you must know if you are given with y equal to f of x as a function, dy by dx is nothing but f dash of x and d square y by dx square is second order derivative nothing but f double dash of x. You are writing the function. So this dy by dx can be also be written as y1 and d square y by dx square second order derivative can also be written as y2. Remember these things. Nothing but if you are given with any function y equal to f of x, then the first order derivative can be written as y1, second order derivative can also be written as a y2, or else d square over dx square also f double dash of x. Okay, let us start problem number 12. If y is equal to cos inverse x, find d square y by dx square in terms of y alone. That means if y is equal to some function is given and find out the d square y by dx square in terms of y alone. Y alone means in answer you should get only y terms, not the x. Okay, so let us take whatever the given. Y equal to cos inverse x they have given. To find out y alone we have to eliminate x. So take this cos inverse x this side. Whenever this cos inverse x comes this side, it becomes cos of y is equal to x. Now differentiate with respect to x. Cos y differentiation is sin y into dy by dx is equal to differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. So cos y differentiation is minus sin y into dy by dx. Differentiation of x is 1. So take this sin y this side. Dy by dx equal to minus 1 divided by sin y we are getting. Because here multiplication sign is there, whenever it comes this side it becomes divide. So minus 1 by sin y means we are getting nothing but minus cosec y. 1 by sin theta is cosec theta. So this is we got dy by dx. Now you should calculate d square y by dx. So d by dx of dy by dx. d by dx of dy by dx is nothing but minus cosec y differentiation. Already minus is there. Keep as it is. Differentiation of cosec y is minus cosec y into cot y into dy by dx. Into dy by dx. This is because whenever x is there, you can stop here only. Y is there, again we have to take differentiation of y is dy by dx. So what we are getting? This is nothing but d square y by dx square is equal to minus minus plus we are having cosec y as it is into cot y as it is. Differentiation of dy by dx. Whatever dy by dx is there, no, that dy by dx is given here. So we have already calculated that we have to substitute here. Minus cosec y. Cosec y into cosec y minus cosec square y into cot y. So this is nothing but our d square y by dx square. This is the answer. So carefully see here guys, in the answer only we are getting y terms. So therefore they have given d square y by dx square in terms of y alone. So we have get only in terms of y alone. Right, this is question number 12. Very easy. Next one, question number 13. Next question is question number 13 we are discussing now. If y is equal to 3 cos log x, if y is equal to 3 cos of log x plus 4 sin log x, 4 sin of log x, show that what we have to show, x square y2 plus xy1 plus y equal to 0, plus y equal to 0. So this we have to show here. What we are given with 3 cos of log x plus 4 sin of log x is given. So this is given. We should show that this one. X square y2 plus x y1 plus y equal to 0. What is y2? Y2 is nothing but our d square y by dx square only. And y1 is nothing but dy by dx only. Remember this thing. Y2 means d square y by dx square. Nothing but second order derivative. Y1 means first order derivative. Remember that. So we have to find out second order derivative, first order derivative. Then y is already given. So that you have to take and put into this equation. We should show that exactly equal to 0. Okay. Let us start. What is y? Y is given that 3 cos of log x plus 4 sin of log x. Differentiate with respect to x. Dy by dx. So dy by dx can be written as y1. I will take y1 only. Y1 is equal to nothing but it is dy by dx only. 3 as it is. Differentiation of cos x. Consider this as an x. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. In place of x we are having log x. Now differentiation of log x is 1 by x we are having. Similarly, plus 4 as it is. Differentiation of sin of x. Treat this whatever log x as a x. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. But in place of x we are having log x. If x is there, here only n. It is a log x. Again we have to take differentiation of log x is 1 by x. Just go on simplifying. Y1 is equal to minus 3 sin log x whole divided by x, or you can take a common here, 4 into cos of log x. So x same LCM is there, you can take whole divided by x. Now what is our aim? Our aim is to show this equation, right? So take this side, what you are getting? xy1 is equal to minus 3 sin of log x plus 4 cos of log x. Right. Now again differentiate this equation with respect to x. Differentiating with respect to x. With respect to x. So first function x as it is, differentiation of y1 is y2 plus y1 as it is, differentiation of x is 1. This equal to minus 3 as it is, differentiation of sin x is cos x. In place of x we are having log x. Again we should take differentiation of log x is 1 by x. Plus 4 as it is, differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. In place of x we are having log x. Again the x is there, here only ends. Log x is there, again we have to take differential of log x is 1 by x. So again LCM is there, same, you simplify this one. xy2 plus y1 is equal to minus 3 into cos of log x minus plus minus 4 into sin of log x whole divided by x we are having, right? So you can take a common term here, minus common, and take this x this side. Take this x this side. So what you are getting? Just I will remove these things. I will write here. Remove. Take this x this side, so that it becomes multiplied by these two terms. X into x, x square, or else you can take x into x y1 plus y2 plus y1. X into y2 plus y1, because this x is taken this side. So now take common sign out. Minus 3 into 3 cos of log x plus 4 sin of log x we are getting. Carefully see here. Minus sign outside, 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x. So carefully see here guys, this entire term is become y here. So write down, multiply this x to this side, x into x, x square y2 plus x into y1, x y1 equal to minus. This entire term is nothing but this y. So you can place here y. Take this y this side, x square y2 plus x y1 minus y becomes plus y here equal to 0. Hence proved. Hence it is proved. So you can apply this method also, or else you can apply first find out y2, find out y1, then consider this LHS. Again you can show that is equal to 0. That is also fine. So you can use this method or that method. Find out y2, find out y1, y is given. So consider LHS of this equation and put everything into that, you are getting 0 again. Same thing. So this is question number 13. Now we switch on to the question number 14. Now we will switch on to the question number 14. If y is equal to, question number 14 is, if y equal to a into e raised to mx, a into e raised to mx plus b into e raised to, a into e raised to mx and b into e raised to, what we are having, b into e raised to nx, show that d square y by dx square minus d square y by dx square minus m plus n into dy by dx, m plus n into dy by dx plus mny equal to 0, plus mny equal to 0. So what is given here? Y equal to a into e raised to mx plus b into e raised to nx. Show that d square y by dx square minus m plus n dy by dx plus mny is equal to 0. We have to show this thing. To show this thing, we have to calculate d square y by dx square. Then we have to calculate dy by dx. We have to substitute those values into this equation. We can get the 0 value. Carefully see here. Y is given already. Y is nothing but a into e raised to mx plus b into e raised to nx. Differentiate with respect to x. dy by dx, a constant as it is. Differentiation of e raised to mx is e raised to mx into differentiation of mx is m. Because e raised to x is there, there only it will stop. If e raised to mx is there, again we have to take differentiation of mx. Differentiation of mx is m as it is, differentiation of x is 1. Similarly, b as it is, differentiation of e raised to nx is e raised to nx into n. So finally what we are getting? am into e raised to mx, bn into e raised to nx. This is nothing but dy by dx. Again, what is our aim? Find out d square y by dx square. Find out then. D square y by dx square equal to am constant as it is, e raised to mx differentiation is e raised to mx into m plus bn constant, e raised to nx differentiation is e raised to nx into n. So calculate what you are getting. M into m, am square into differentiation of e raised to e raised to mx as it is plus bn square into e raised to nx. This is nothing but d square y by dx square we got. D square y by dx square we got. This is dy by dx. So consider LHS of this equation, then prove now. Consider LHS of this equation. Consider, what is LHS? D square y by dx square minus m plus n into dy by dx plus mny. So that is consider LHS. What is that? Put the value of d square y by dx square. What is d square y by dx square? We got am square e raised to mx plus bn square e raised to nx minus m plus n into dy by dx. What is dy by dx? You put the values of dy by dx with m plus n into dy by dx. am e raised to mx plus an e raised to nx plus mny plus mn into y. What is y value? This one. A into e raised to mx plus b into e raised to nx. So simplify the terms. What we are getting? After simplification, we are getting this am square e raised to mx as it is plus bn square e raised to nx as it is minus m into this a. Carefully see here. Am square e raised to mx plus bn square e raised to nx minus m into a into this one becomes a m square e raised to mx. Next one, minus m into this one means minus a mn e raised to nx. Next term, n term, minus n into a mn, that is minus a mn e raised to mx minus a n square e raised to nx. This term into this term, this term into this term, this term into this term, this term into this term. We got this. Next, after that, we are getting plus a mn e raised to mx plus b mn e raised to nx. So carefully see here, minus a mn plus a mn nx. So this is b mnx, reading b mnx, right? Carefully see here, b mnx. So b and m square cancels. So what is left here? A mn square minus a mn square, b a n square. So this is b. So totally what we are getting there? Sorry, here it is a b. Sorry, here it is a b. Carefully see here, b. So that means whatever the n terms are there, we are getting b. Carefully see here. Sorry for that. So here it is a b. So what we are getting finally? A into m square e raised to mx plus b into n square e raised to nx. This is as it is. Minus m into this term. This into this term. Minus m into am. Nothing but am square e raised to mx. Minus m into this one. Minus b m n e raised to nx. This term into this term over now. Now this term into this term. Minus a m n e raised to mx. Minus plus minus n into this term. Minus b n square e raised to nx. b n square raised to nx. This term into this term is over. Now we have to multiply these terms. Plus a mn e raised to mx plus b mn e raised to nx. So b mn get cancelled. A mn, so minus a mn plus a mn get cancelled. A m square e raised to mx minus a m square e n get cancelled. These two terms get cancelled. Finally we are getting 0. That is nothing but our RHS. So this is the equation 14th question. I hope you understood. Now we will switch on to the question number 15. What is question number 15, guys? Question number 15 is, if y is equal to 500 e raised to 7x, if y is equal to 500 into e raised to 7x plus 600 into e raised to minus 7x, show that d square y by dx square is equal to, show that d square y by dx square is equal to 49y. So this is a question number 15. What we are given with? We are given with a y. Then we have to show that d square y by dx square is equal to 14y. That means we have to find out first order derivative, then second order derivative, then we have to show that is equal to 49y. So carefully see here, y is given already. Find out that y is equal to 500 e raised to 7x plus 600 e raised to minus 7x. Find out dy by dx. dy by dx equal to 500 constant as it is. E raised to 7x differential is e raised to 7x into 7x differential is 7 plus 600 constant as it is. Differentiation of e raised to minus 7x is e raised to minus 7x into differentiation of minus 7x is minus 7. Simplify that one. 7 5s are 35 means 3500, because 7 into this one e raised to 7x as it is, minus plus minus, again we are getting 4200 e raised to minus 7x. 6 7s are 42 means 4200 e raised to minus 7x. So this is dy by dx we got. What we got? We got dy by dx. Now we have to find out d square y by dx. So nothing but d square y by dx square is, again we have to differentiate. 3500 into e raised to 7x e raised to 7x. Differential of e raised to 7x is e raised to 7x into 7 minus 4200 is constant. Differential of e raised to minus 7x is e raised to minus 7x into differential of minus 7x is minus 7. So again multiply here. 24 means 24,500 we are getting e raised to 7x minus minus we are getting a plus. Again same, multiply 7 with this 4,200. 0 0 7 4s are. Carefully see here, 7 3 5s are. Carefully see here, 700 700 7 5s are. 35 7 3s are. 23 plus 21 plus 3 is 24, right? 7 2s are 14. 7 4s are 28. 28 plus 1 you are getting 29. 0 0 40 29. So 29,400 e raised to minus 7x we are getting. So this is d square y by dx square. So what we have to find out? D square y by dx square is equal to 49y we have to show. So again show that d square y by dx square is equal to, if you take out a common 49, what we are left with? We are left with 500 e raised to 7x plus 600 e raised to minus 7x we are having. So this we are getting. So this is nothing but, carefully see here, this value. 500 e raised to 7x plus 600 e raised to minus 7x. That is nothing but y. So we can put d square y by dx square is equal to 49 into this value is y. So hence we have proved the whatever we are asked to prove. Right. So this is question number 15. Now we will switch on to the question number 16. I hope you are getting the answer. So this is the question number 16. So in question number 16, what they have given, if e raised to y into x plus 1 is equal to 1, show that d square y by dx square is equal to dy by dx whole square. So that means we have to find out second order derivative and the first order derivative square. Both are different, right? First we have to calculate dy by dx, then calculate the square of that value. Take that equation number 1. D square y by dx square means the derivative of first order derivative. That we have to find out. Take equation number 2. From 1 and 2, both are equal we have to show. So what is given? E raised to y into x plus 1 is equal to 1. So directly go for differentiation. E raised, again here two functions are there. First function e raised to y as it is. Differentiation of x plus 1 is 1. Differentiation of x is 1. Differentiation of 1 is 0. Plus x plus 1 as it is. Differentiation of e raised to y is e raised to y into dy by dx. This equal to differential of 1 is 0 we got. So just to simplify, 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 into e raised to y is e raised to y plus x plus 1 into e raised to y into dy by dx equal to 0. So common term is e raised to y is common. What is remaining? 1 plus x plus 1. 1 plus x plus 1 into what we are getting here? Dy by dx. This equal to 0. So e raised to y cannot be 0. This term must be 0 now. So take this e raised to y this side. 0 divided by anything we are getting 0 only. What is now remaining? 1 plus x plus 1 into dy by dx equal to 0. Take this entire thing this side. So dy by dx equal to, take 1 this side, becomes minus 1 divided by x plus 1 is there. This time becomes x plus 1. So this is we got dy by dx. Then find out the square of this one. What is the square of this one is dy by dx whole square. Nothing but this entire square. Minus 1 by x plus 1 whole square is nothing but 1 divided by x plus 1 whole square. We are getting, this is equation number 1. We got dy by dx whole square now. Now dy by dx is there. We have to find out d square by dx square. We have what we have? We have dy by dx equal to how much? Minus 1 divided by x plus 1 we are having. Calculate the differentiation of this one. Nothing but d by dx of dy by dx equal to minus 1 by x. Nothing but minus 1 by x square. This is minus 1 already. Again we have to take minus 1 because 1 divided by x differentiation is minus 1 by x square. Already minus is there. Take this minus as it is. Differentiation of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square into differentiation of x is 1. Differentiation of 1 is 0. So finally we are getting minus minus plus. This is nothing but second order derivative. D square y by dx square is equal to minus minus plus 1 divided by x plus 1 whole square. 0 plus 1, 1 we are getting nothing. This is equation number 2. Carefully see here guys. Equation number 1 and equation number 2. Both are same. RHS are same. So therefore we can equate LHS. So from 192, from equation 192, what is LHS? D square y by dx square is equal to dy by dx whole square. So here one, this is same. So we can equate this to this. D square by dx square is equal to dy by dx whole square. This is question number 17. Now we switch on to the next question. That is question number 17 and the last question. Last question of this exercise 5.7. Last question of exercise 5.7. That is nothing but if y is equal to tan inverse x raised to whole square. Question number 17. Y equal to tan inverse x raised to whole square. Then show that x square plus 1 whole square into y2 plus 2x into x square plus 1 y1 is equal to 2 we have to show. So this is y I have given. We are given with y. So we have to show that this is equal to 2. What is y2 here? Y2 is nothing but second order derivative. Y2 is nothing but d square y by dx square. Then y1 is nothing but dy by dx. We have to find out these two values and put into this equation. We can get that RHS 2. So find that. Given y equal to tan inverse x raised to square. Find out dy by dx. Dy by dx equal to x raised to n formula. N into x raised to n minus 1. So 2 into x in place of x we are having tan inverse x raised to 2 minus 1 means 1. If x is there, here only it will end. But it is a tan inverse x. So I take 1 divided by 1 plus x square. Because differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 divided by 1 plus x square. So simplify this one. Dy by dx equal to 2 tan inverse x divided by 1 plus x square. This we got dy by dx. Yes. So let us take this as equation number 1. Again differentiate. So d square y by dx square is equal to, here we should apply, here we must apply quotient rule. So denominator as it is 1 plus x square as it is. So differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 divided by 1 plus x square. Okay. So denominator as it is dy dx of numerator differential 2 as it is. Differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 plus x square minus numerator as it is 2 into tan inverse x as it is. Dy dx of denominator. Differentiation of 1 is 0. Differentiation of x square is 2x. This 1 plus x square, this whole divided by denominator square 1 plus x square whole square. This 1 plus x square, this 1 plus x square get cancelled. 2 is remaining here. 2 minus 2 to the 4x into tan inverse x whole divided by 1 plus x square whole square we are getting. So this is d square y by dx square. This dy by dx can be written as a y1. D square y by dx square can be written as a y2. So treat this is as a equation number 2. Put these two values in this equation, we can get that 2. Okay, let us start now. What we are given with? We are given with this equation. Consider the LHS of this equation. Consider, what is that? X square plus 1 whole square y2 plus 2x into x square plus 1 y1. So this we have taken. So substitute the values. X square plus 1 whole square as it is. What is y2? Y2 we got this one. You take that y2 value. Y2 is nothing but second order derivative. How much we got? 2 is common. You can take 2 common outside and write everything. So 2 is common. 1 minus 2x tan inverse x whole divided by 1 plus x square whole square. So this one we are having substituted here. This is y2. Okay. Next, plus 2x is there. You write plus 2x into x square plus 1 into y1. What is y1 value? This one is the entire thing. 2 tan inverse x whole divided by what we are having? 1 plus x square we are having. Right? So remaining we have to rub now. Now what is we are getting? This term get cancelled. This term get cancelled. Write down remaining thing. What are you having? 2e minus 4x tan inverse x plus 2 to the 4x tan inverse x we are getting. Plus 4x tan inverse x minus 4x tan inverse get cancelled. What is remaining? 2. 2 is nothing but our RHS. So hence we got the solution. What we did, guys? We have calculated y2. y2 is nothing but second order derivative. We have calculated y1. y1 is nothing but first order derivative and substituted in this equation. We got that is equal to 2. That is RHS. I hope you understood. So this is regarding this session, guys. Here is the end of differentiation. So in a differentiability, one more concept is remaining. That is nothing but Rolle's theorem and mean value theorem. So in the next coming classes, next coming video, I am going to discuss regarding the Rolle's theorem and mean value theorem. That would be the last video of this differentiability series. I hope you understood. If you have any doubts and queries, please comment below. Thanks for watching. Stay home, stay safe.